Well, hello. So much has happened, I'm still far behind. But here I am, wearing my tinfoil hat just to make everything all right. And here we go with COVID limericks and government gaffes part 4, and I'm still behind. Employment Rees-Mogg offers you, what lowly things he'd have you do. For just a few groats, you could put post-it notes on desks in Westminster, who knew? Yes, Angela Rayner has legs. Please don't show them to me, Boris begs. Yet when Boris goes running, he sure don't look stunning. So Boris, please cover those pegs. I wish that pretty please would stop dropping word ending G's. She trying too much to have the common touch, as if proper speech were a disease. And so the Sue Gray inquiry Boris held back with a passion fiery, skating on ice so thin for to save his own skin, no chance of his own job's expiry. Mystery surrounds the day. Number 10 staffers met with Sue Gray. What was said? What took place that Boris should save face and ensured nothing got in his way? And so Boris got off scot-free, despite evidence we could all see. Now he seeks a distraction which to his satisfaction will divert us from his infamy. What next for this slippery snake? What liberties will he then take? It's the end of the road for the ministerial code, which he'll make much easier to break. Forgot not the Patterson case, when the Tories wanted to save face, tried to go back in time and erase any crime to cover up Tory disgrace. Inflation income will defeat. People have to choose meals or heat. Energy company bosses boast the opposite of losses, and a tax on their profits would greet. The Lib Dems opined first of all of a one-off tax known as windfall, a huge drop in investment with a government assessment as they tried to resist such a call. Why does he dress lies up as fact? Well, that's how he's known to act. Miles, pints, pounds and ounces, Johnson suddenly announces are back, which is no way a fact. A pint one's been able to down for decades. Pints never left town. All pint glasses still bear the top be aware, an official stamp, a white crown. A dead cat on a table he throws to divert us, as everyone knows, something he'll do or say whilst we all look away to try other matters to close. Having pretended contrition, Boris rides roughshod over tradition. He knows he's under fire with cries of "Liar, liar!" Of his guilt there is never admission. First he said that no parties occurred. Then he said there'd been some, so he'd heard. He was served with a fine, but he still wouldn't resign. And all rules had been followed. Absurd. The next minute he changes his story and says, in a fit of vainglory, parties were vital, yes, to relieve workers' stress, and he was just being a good Tory. For once Boris did not run away. When it came to confidence vote day, those who feared him said yes, despite Johnson's great mess, with 148 saying nay. Boris will now forge ahead, so expect that more nonsense be fed to the journalist staff of Mail and Telegraph, propaganda that has to be read. Diverting attention is key for Bojo, it's his policy. He says folks get no kicks from his foibles and tricks, it's all smoke and mirrors, you see. And so the perception might be that Parliament's not Partygate free, that they're doing no more than debating Johnson's poor performance in reality. So he leaves the UK for 8 days to stay clear of how he will see his ways. It's been said more and more, he's been saved by a war, and his rhetoric's all that he says. Now another MP has jumped ship. The repentant Deputy Chief Whip, brushed off by selection, fears another by-election, passed off as just a small blip. The sleaze shown by MPs has grown, just as Boris Johnson has shown, so he won't criticise what's been seen with Tory eyes, since it's sure to expose all his own. Now, horror of horrors, one hears Boris asked if he'll go, well, my dears, with his hallmark bulldozing, the issue disposing, says he'll be in charge many more years. I thank you for now.